Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Wednesday, May 28th, and this is my midweek review. Hopefully, you guys watched the video I put out on Monday with the new weekly levels and the tradable levels. I mean, they all smashed it. You can't get much more on point than those levels. And the trades took three winners yesterday. Did not trade today, but put out some signals and some ideas for setups that all would have hit even today. It's been a good several weeks now. Things are starting to kind of get back into starting to see a lot more setups. Volume starting to pick up as far as the setups. So, we were having some huge swings about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Left a lot of pockets of volume that I've been talking about, and it was kind of making setups a little bit difficult because that's how I trade is with volume. So now that we're seeing price action kind of sitting in different areas, but for prolonged periods of time, the volume just starts to leave a lot of clues. And hopefully, you guys are recognizing these things as you're watching these videos. If, like I've said it now a few times, it's the only way that I can see trading successfully in the markets. At least that's in my opinion on my style of trading. So I will get into I'm going to get into how the markets have reacted yesterday and today. I know it's a midweek review, but didn't take any trades or didn't trade at all on Monday, Memorial Day. So we'll see how the weekly levels did, how the tradable levels did, and how the signals performed this week right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right, sorry, it's a little bit late. I had a late, I was coaching my daughter's travel softball team, and we just got home a few minutes ago. With that being said, wow, what yesterday three took three bangers of trades, all winners. It was a really nice day. The tradable levels, like I stated, let's just jump right into them. This is the NQ. Gave you guys this tradable level. Remember that my video came out on Monday, so price action was somewhere right around here on the 26th. Gave you guys the tradable level at 21,328. Can't get any better than that reaction. If we look at it on the smaller time frame, which I posted in my Discord, I guess this is pretty much the same time frame, but huge brick wall at that tradable level. Um, Definitely there an area that performed extremely well. Had a secondary tradable level that I gave you right at that 21,487. I believe you can't get much more to the tick than that. Maybe a point off on that tradable level, which would have given you on that reaction uh, 70 something points, a little bit more than that. So both of those tradable levels just absolutely smashed it. And the weekly band was exactly where the reaction, or I should say, the rejection occurred, which was really nice to see. So if I bring this back down, um, obviously with FOMC minutes this morning, we got a huge push to the upside right into the band that I gave you guys on Monday. The weekly band 21,864 down to 21,802. I mean, I keep repeating myself, but watch the video on Monday, watch today's video, map them out on your charts, and see what happens. That's exactly where we got the reaction or the rejection down from that weekly band. So those have performed really well. Now, we've got this band down here at 21,004 down to 2930. We got a tradable level right underneath it at 2908. I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to delete this one. I've got a new, let's work on the bands first. So this band now is going to be adjusted to 21.4, not 7, 408 down to 21.337. Okay, so that band's going to get adjusted now to where, again, you guys can use this as supply demand, support resistance. I look at them as brick walls, barriers where you're going to see reactions from. So that's that new band there. And then the band above us, so let me just copy this guy. And so I can pop this guy out here. Okay, should work. And then the one above us is at 22.32. And the lower end of that band is 22.162. Okay, so that's your new band. Let me just expand this out so we can see it a little bit easier. Okay, there we go. So the new band above us is from 22.232 down to 22.162. We've got another tradable level on the NQ. Let me just pop this one right there. Make this white, dotted, and 21.517 right there. It's your new tradable level on the NQ. So obviously map it out, look at it on your charts, and see what you see. There's obviously this band down here, which I gotta expand way out, 24.75 down to 24.12. Seems like so far away from where we're currently at. But like I said, this is an area in the market that is completely unbalanced. And I really think at some point in the near future, we are going to revisit this area. That is my, even this band, it was tapped into, I think early or late last week, 21.004 to the 29.30. Still a lot of, not as unbalanced as this band right here, but definitely an area too that the market could very, very easily get right back down to. So that's the NQ kind of in a nutshell. The ES, if we take a look, ES had a tradable level below us at 58.26. That one we did not revisit. We did not revisit this band at all. My video on Monday came out somewhere right around here. So the level that I had given you guys at 59.32, I believe I got a screenshot of, yeah, right here. 59.32, what is that? Is that to the tick? No, maybe it's about a tick or two off on the tradable level that I gave you at 59.32. But I think that was good for about 14 points on the ES, if I'm not mistaken. I could maybe a little off on that, but still, that's the reactions that I'm looking for. The very little drawdown, again, that's what I judge myself on all of my signals, on my thought process, and where I kind of think that the market is going. So getting back into the ES. So this band right here, still a juicy band that price action might want to get back down to, 58.44 down to 58.06 with a tradable level at 58.26. Now, okay, I could delete that one. And then now let's adjust this. Was it this band? No, this band right here. This guy's going to get adjusted here now a little bit. And we're going to go 59.33 down to 58.89. Okay, so that's the new band on the ES. Above us, it's got a ways to go, but the only clear area where we can see a rejection, so the The market's got definitely room to make a really big move to the upside. 61.54 up to 61.94. So remember that one. And then the new tradable level on the ES right in between this band right here. And that's going to be at, let's turn this into white, dotted, 59.01. Easy. That's your new tradable level on the ES, 59.01. You've got another level below you at 58.26. Both of those should see some reactions for sure. Taking a look at the trades for this week. Let's jump into right here. All right, starting with yesterday. Let's go up a little bit more. Started off with this one yesterday at 9.19. Took a gave a signal for an entry short on the NASDAQ at 21,363. Price action came right up to the entry, and I believe this was about a minute for this trade to hit. Full take profit down at 21,348. Great way to start the morning. Very little drawdown. It's exactly what I'm always looking for in my trades. And then it got super hot. And again, these signals are coming out sometimes 2 to 4 hours before price action gets there. Sometimes it's the day before price action gets there. Sometimes it's 15 to 20 minutes, but that's much more rare. But same day yesterday, called out a signal for a short on the S&P, and our entry was at 59.30, tapped 59.30 right. This was maybe about 1.5 of drawdown on the ES. Take profit 1 was at 59.26. Take profit 2 was 59.23. We literally one tick away from take profit 2. So all I was able to secure on this, I believe, was about 5 points. But again, it was very, very close to hitting my TP2. But still, great trade there. Had another trade, another setup on the signal for the NQ to go short at 21,487.75. I mean, I get down to the tick. That's how detailed and granular, I guess I could say, on my signals. Again, maybe a tick of drawdown, hit the entry, take profit 1, take profit 2, very, very quickly on that trade. So those were all just bangers of a trade. And then this morning, I had already mentioned that I was not going to be trading through FOMC. That's just one of my rules that I have from the many, many years of journaling all of my trades on FOMC. Granted, I could have made some pretty decent money. I gave some setups today. Said interesting short setup on the NQ to go short at 51,518. We go back down to the chart. Takes our entry, take profit. Would have been a nice, very nice setup. Gave another, where is it? Oh, gave another signal right here at 21,436. TP1, 21,441, TP2 for 21,443. Call this a mini signal. It's kind of like just a really small scalp. And this one would have hit TP1, TP2. I invalidated this one because of the sweep that we had on TP1 and TP2. And again, with FOMC, I personally wasn't trading, but I had even said right up here that invalidated that setup, that because I said it might sweep the 21,433. That was the level that I was actually concerned about. So my entry was 21,436. This line right here is 21,433. This was my concern because I thought that it would really, there was a bigger possibility that it might want to slap into this area right here, knock out some volumes, and with this slap, I felt that there was a good chance of actually hitting my my stop loss. So, and what exactly happened? It exactly came down to that 21,433. Still had enough defense to take profit one and take profit two, but that's okay. And that's pretty much it for the signals. It's been fantastic. I hope that the market continues the way that it's been going. And map this out. I know I end most of my videos the same way, but easiest way is take a look at the video that I have pinned in my description below. It'll show you how I come up with these levels each and every day. Let's go to my levels right here. Each and every day, including today, it's there every single day. The 28th, 27th, 23rd, 21st, 21st. Oh, this should have been the 22nd. 21st, 20th, 19th. They're here every single day, an hour before the market opens. I put levels out for the ES and the NQ. And then there is a second video on incorporating the volume profile into the levels, which is how I come up with my signals, which include the entry, the take profit one, take profit two, and the stop loss. If you're interested in the videos, go take a look at them. It'll get you up to speed. You can compare them to the levels that I give you each and every morning. You want to take another step further, you can always join the signal service on my Discord or on YouTube with the description below. That's all I got. You'll hear from me over the weekend. Happy trading, everyone.